What's ahead of the game, Csaba?
Yeah, we are working really at the moment at the pressure, but this is also nice because if I go back just now for last week, and I think this unexpected lose against Morton. You can't always tell that we have so many games to go. We have to deliver, we have to deliver. And especially after the game Friday that St. Mirren win the game, I know that the player had the pressure. Now we have to, and he failed. We failed all, that's the situation. I am not desperate, but I am also realistic. So we had a meeting with the players. Normally I don't do after the game to keep them in the dressing room. I keep them in the dressing room and I try to clear 100% out that this is not what Dundee United, the fans, the board, the chairman, they are waiting. Yeah? For this reason, I have to talk also respectful over my players, because also the players, especially already in the Monday training, they come direct with a different attitude. Sometimes you ask me why not before. This have also many reasons, but to go back to the point, the good thing is we are somewhere in the let's say a little bit over the middle of the race, and the race you win in the finish. So that is also what I thought mentally. Our player, he knows that this is the second year already he try hard to move out, to move higher, and he need also leader who show them the right way. Who want to follow somebody who don't have a target, a clear target, and at the moment this is what I do, really very focused. Mentally preparation, physically preparation, I think is okay. It's not kind of luck, it's not kind of running, it's the kind how you do, how you use. I remember just now, and I told also to them that mostly we have to work with the head. Yeah? And the most dangerous weapon from a warrior, from the Spartans, even from you can tell from the ninjas, this is the mind. Yeah? This is the mind. So, and this is what you have now to use. I know how painful it is and how hard work was to bring back the fans in the stadium. And you see how easy it is to lose. Yeah? And I don't go now and apologize and dear fans, because fans, you have right. Yeah? You come in the stadium if you see that we want. You come in the stadium if you see that we are ready. You come in the stadium if you see desire, you see fight, you see life, You don't come if you see just people in the pitch, For this, you can switch on the television and you can watch maybe different games, yeah. But on the other side, we have to deliver again. And we can talk, really honestly. I can talk if you want 5 hours non-stop, and you will be not boring, and I don't boring you. But on the other side, no, I don't talk. I don't talk. I want to see that we deliver. It's indifferent how. I told for the game Morton that if you win, and especially to take the pressure out, St. Mirren won, you win, it's really the second place most real, but also the first place is just there, you know. At the moment is the situation so, second place is there. I heard that St. Mirren already celebrating, and for this reason I'm telling you, and I'm telling to the boys also, and to everybody, a race from 100 meter, you don't win in the 80 meter, yeah? You run the 100, and we have still some yards to go to don't talk about no meters, you know?
So you still think that you can win the championship, or is it too late now? 11 points behind?
How many points we can take now? Maybe 40 something, no? 40 something. No, I can't. It's not realistic what I'm telling. Yeah, it's realistic. I don't know, but this is not in our hand, you know. This is the point. This is even if you win every game now, and even if you win against Queen of Souths, and you beat St. Mirren at home, still here in the pole position. So this is the point in which one I think hopefully our opponents he show also weakness. Yeah? But don't think no about it. Think just about you. We have 14. I can't directly. 14 games to go. No, 14. Yeah, plus 1 game in the hand. Don't drop painful points, and I want also a little bit to defend my team too in this moment, because we get the first goal. Okay, was maybe to avoid, but in the dressing room, I feel in this moment that it will be everything okay. We come back, we have 45 minutes. I talked to the player, I saw his, and after this 25 yards shoot, I think this was the most dangerous moment to get the goal, you know. And after you saw that the team he don't react how he have to react. So for this reason, psychologically, really the pressure was higher, and we can't come back in again. And for this reason, I think also that sometimes that happened in the football. But I was unsatisfied with many things, especially how we played. We was very long, we was not compact, we don't put pressure over the opponent, and also for me is always question how you can do better. You have to find a problem. I watched the game at 3 o'clock in the night again, and I try to compare, and look, 2.5 months you played, let's say, good football. You cannot tell me that in 2 games you can't do this. Yeah?
What do you think is going wrong then?
Look, I told you before, definitely we lost complete the shape. If you remember, I come here, and then this also my style. I told, but we have to, if we have the ball, we have to control the ball and the opponent, you know. And even without ball, to control the opponent, to stay closer, to be more aggressive, not fouls, but more aggressive, and take the ball back. All these things not there, you know, not there. And also we must be honest that the Fraser Fife and Scott Fraser. In his system, he was more or less the heart and the brain, you know. And if you take this out, it's not easy to replace. And we have now the transfer window still, but we can't just. And for this reason, I know the most fans and the people are waiting that the Dundee United go there and take a player for £20,000 and then he replace this kind of look. This is so complex. I told in the January transfer window, you don't get this kind of player which one you need. Just if you take out from the contract. Yeah, you know how many players he come and will be offered. If I telling you over my contacts, I have more than 1,000 players from Iceland to America, from Canada to UK and Europe. But these players, every single player, he has some problem. For this reason, he wants to move, you know. And who is really, who I think is more better than we have, or maybe he can replace Fraser Fife, or he can replace Scott Fraser. You have to pay for this compensation to take off from the contract, but this is at the moment is also not direct possible for us. But on the other side, I think me personally that with Emil Link and also with Thomas Mikkelsen, we get two honest player, you know, who are fitting to Dundee United. This was also very important, and we have today, tomorrow, maybe we have some targets and possibilities. But on the other side, I am satisfied also with the players, because these players he showed me that he can play football. You know, he showed me also that he can play football. You cannot always to run away from the reality. And I believe in the team, and I believe also that the team he can bring back the fans in the stadium, and I believe also that is nothing finished.
Are you not worried though there are teams coming up behind you? Are you concerned that you might not get a playoff place?
We have look. We have we told that the gap is not so huge because also from 14 games to go, it's everybody can balance out. Yes, we have to fight for this too. There is the first target is always to win the league. The second target to keep minimum the second position. Yeah.
Do you feel, Csaba, there's a mental weakness in your squad? Do the players need to toughen up a bit mentally? Yes, definitely. I told you before, the most dangerous weapon from a barrier, from a human, is his mind. Yeah, and for this reason I told you before. Yeah, mind. Yeah. How many players are you still hoping to bring in?
So maybe two, if it's possible. Yeah, maybe two. But what I told you before, I need players who are better what we have. Yeah, just to bring people for training and then tell, maybe it will be also okay, just bodies. It's not okay. It's wasting time. And also, just to tell you honestly, if you made really many wrong decisions in the past, you have to now try to avoid this wrong decision. One time, one German to me, I was a very young coach, was my first team what I trained. This was a Ferencváros. huge pressure too. And he told me, he had a German who told me, Mr. László, you have to make mistakes. I have to make mistakes. How you mean, Mr. Chairman? He told me, because who don't work and who don't risk, don't make never mistake. Other side, if you make again the same mistake what you done before, I kick you out because you don't learn from your mistake. So it's very simple message. He don't kick me out, but very simple message to teach me too that yes, you have to make decision, very simple. You have to make decision, you have to stay for the decision, but if you made a decision and it doesn't work, and you make again the same, that means you have a problem. So this is what I mean also here, just to remember everybody, that nobody is free from a decision maker is never is free from to make a wrong decision. Yeah. But on the other side, you have to make the decision, and the problem is that maybe in the past even he was made too many wrong decisions. Not, and again, generally, because you look, I am very honest. Our chairman, our board, what I see every day, he make a huge effort at the moment. And also, until I am here, I don't know what was before, I don't talk until I am here. He made an effort to bring this club back to the Scottish Premier League. This is so, I know. My job is now, and for this reason he brought me here, to help to make decisions. If we can do now, to move in the Premier League back, I think it will be the best forever what I had until now in my trainer career. Honestly, because this is not an easy task. I don't come to a club who was, let's say, 20 points in the front and everything is easy, You saw last season he lost against Hamilton the playoffs to go back, and this season against we are in the same situation. We fight still for the first place, for the second place and playoffs. So you see that to come out from the championship is not just okay, it's easy. And don't forget never that in the last, I don't know how many years, maybe we talk about the last 5 years, only one club he made it direct. This was the Hearts of Midlothian. Yeah? Even Rangers, even Hibernian, yeah? No, even Dundee United, it's fighting. Yeah, fighting. So we must be fighters. We must be really also patient a little bit. I know that the people here are not. I know that even I am not patient. Yeah. What can I do at the moment? You know what? I am 1000% committed to the club. I am 1000% committed to the chairman. I am 1000% committed to the fans. I am 1000% committed to my team and to my staff too. If you are not, you can't do this job. Yeah? Ask, and I tell you, and don't have to ask, even today, one agent, he called me, yeah? And he asked me, this job is for you. Look, I have something for you. Mr. László, think about it. I told, sorry, you have maybe right. This is the European country, fantastic big club. Yeah? And I told, no, I am committed to run away. No, it's not my style. And I come back to Scotland not to run away. This is my country. Honestly, my kids, he grow here up. My wife, is she here? Our flat is here, and I was happy to come back. Not to run away from the job. No, I am not this type.
Inverness did do quite well recently. They turned things around. They'll be quite difficult.
Yeah, it's my friend is the manager. I had the most controversial meeting in my football career in the football pitch with the manager. Robertson, my friend, I see you at Saturday, and maybe after the game it's indifferent what is the result. We drink a whiskey and we talk about the nice time in the past in UEFA Cup, but also after the time at Hearts of Midlothian together. He's a good boy. He's also a Scottish football hero. Yeah. And at the moment his team is working really good, more than in the beginning of the season. For this reason I wait that will be a tough game, especially up in Inverness. But I talk now 20 minutes about how important it is for us to keep the 3 points, to take the 3 points, so we have to go definitely that we deliver a better game than against Morton. We deliver also more desire and spirit, and to take the 3 points.